key? Yeah. All right, 1, 2, 2. Make sure I'm not a lot louder here. Check 1, 2, 2.
Hello, 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 hello,
Okay.
hello.
All right, we'll start.
Great.
Well, Alice Cooper, welcome to the show here. It's
Thanks
great,
a lot. Thanks.
great
We
to
talked
see you.
before.
Yeah, we have, haven't we?
Yes, we have. Only this is the first time face to face.
That's right.
Mic to mic.
Mic to mic, exactly. I saw you hanging out at a club one night, though, over at the Cat Club in New
I
York.
was a lot shorter then.
You seem shorter.
I
don't know. You must have been, like you said before, sitting
maybe
down
I
or
was
something.
no, you know what happened? We were in the studio all day. And I was probably so tired that I was like hunched over.
Working on the new album?
Yeah, we were working on this album, the Trash album. And that was Bernie Shanahan's party,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Actually,
he's from
Bernie,
Connecticut.
he sang on the album. He did backgrounds on the album.
Did he?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of big people, big
Yeah.
names on the album. Desmond Child did a lot of the
Desmond did the
writing.
production on it and directed all the background vocals. We had John Bon Jovi. I do a duet with him.
Who's he?
Some kid in New Jersey. A lot of hair, nice
Yeah.
kid, good teeth. And Richie Sambora, guitar player, his guitar player, played on the record. And Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, we did a duet on the album. Joe Perry, Kip Winger. We got a lot of good people on the album.
Now, Kip, that's kind of like a reunion for you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Kip went on to. He was playing bass with me on the Constrictor tour, and every day on the bus he was writing songs and everything. And I said, "Well, you got to get in the studio and record these things."
Yeah, he's done real well.
So he's
with his
doing great.
album. Yeah, and you mentioned Kane Roberts, your guitar player.
Yeah,
out there
yeah.
doing
Kane's
some things.
He's got a band called Criminal Justice coming out on Geffen Records, so he'll be stablemates with Aerosmith and Guns N' Roses and those guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be touring. You've mentioned to us before.
Yeah.
What kind of plans do you have for a tour? Any tentative dates or anything like that?
The Trash Tour.
The Trash Tour.
The Trash Tour goes on tour. I think this show's going to be a little less bloody than the last one. The last one was pretty bloody.
Yeah, it was.
And,
Mike stands going through people. And
Yeah, right. And it was all very clever and everything. And I liked this. It was sort of like our tribute to splatter movies, And but we did 2 tours like that. And rather than paint myself into a corner by doing another one like that, I mean, I love doing the horror and the splatter. There'll be some of that in this tour, but I don't think it'll be all like that. The last tour was pretty heavy.
You ever been like walking down the street and someone goes, "Oh wow, Alice Cooper, hey, cut your head off for me, dude."
Yeah.
Something
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
No. Everybody says, "How do you do that? How do you
Yeah.
cut your head off?" And I tell them I die every night. It's awful.
Oh, is that it? Oh, I thought maybe we'd get the secret out of here.
No,
how you do it.
It's actually the guillotine's pretty dangerous. It's not an easy thing to do.
It doesn't look easy.
No.
Now, I got the video cassette of your show, the Halloween night one.
Yes, in Detroit.
Yeah, and I'm watching it, and I paused it, and I kept looking for your head to disappear and a fake head to be there. I couldn't catch it.
No, I know. I don't care how close you get, you still can't tell.
Little frame by frame, and I could not figure out how you
the
did
blade
that.
only misses me by 8 inches. For real.
Really?
And I can't tell you how it works, but it's very close every night.
Oh no!
And it's a 40-pound blade. It's a real 40-pound blade.
Now, what has your band been instructed what to do in case it just keep going?
The show is over, or just keep playing. I don't know.
Just play and remember you well.
Yeah.
Now, your career has been over many, many years. I mean, you go back and I'm 18, Be My Lover, Welcome to My Nightmare,
Yeah.
Only Women Bleed.
School's
things
Out,
like that.
yeah, all those.
School's Out.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had quite a big career, and
Well, this is the 20th album, and this looks to be the biggest album we've done. I mean, it's so I really don't think it has anything to do with really the age of the thing. I think it really has to do with your attitude and your energy. Because as it is right now, I mean, I'm in better shape now at 41 than I was when I was 26.
are you 41? You look
Yeah.
younger than I do.
Well, it's really, I stopped drinking about 6 years ago.
Did you?
And
That's great.
that really put me back in shape. I mean, I feel like a middleweight boxer now. I'm back in shape. Like
Well,
I
you
should
were
be.
hanging out with wrestlers. I saw you at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
know?
Those
And,
guys are animals, though.
I was really hoping you'd take Jimmy Hart by the throat. And give him a good
Everybody
twist.
wanted me to, but the guy is such a nice guy.
Is he?
He's actually such a really nice guy. I couldn't bring myself to doing it.
You couldn't choke him out, huh?
No. He was a good guy. I scared him though with a snake. He doesn't like snakes.
He didn't like them at all. He didn't like those.
And Damien's not an easy snake. That is
No.
not just a tame snake.
No, that's a python.
And not only that, but it's a mean python.
Huh.
It's not one that you just pick up and play with because it'll snap at you. You could take your hand off that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, do you still have snakes and other various reptiles around? Or?
Well, the boa is part of the show. I mean, it's really part of the Alice show, even though it's really only on stage for a minute, in the 2 or 3 minutes on stage. It's just so connected with the show now. It's like, it's like an integral part of the show. So we do find a way to bring it into the show. I think people would be disappointed if we didn't have it in.
I would be. I
Yeah.
definitely would be. It's like part of the great things about. I mean, even from when I was younger till just recently. The last tour that you did, seeing some of the things that you did that were outrageous and amazing, and just such a great, such a great visual to go along with the music. Now, how did this all come about in your mind?
Well, it's exactly what it was. I just went and saw bands play, and I went and saw, groups up there, and I said, boy, these guys are great. These guys really play good and everything. And then I kept realizing, I said, geez, I'm getting a little bored halfway through it. And as far as when I put my band together, when we start making it, we're going to be musically as good as they are, but we're going to also give them a visual. We're going to give them something that they can see and really have to talk about. Really? And that's really where I developed the character Alice. I really wanted Alice to be like the ultimate villain. He was going to be the Joker and Dracula and every villain you've ever seen up there. He was going to be horror and sexual, but he had to have a sense of humor. I thought that Alice really should have a sense of humor. And so when you see him up there, he's all those things. But I think he has his saving grace is the fact that he has a sense of humor behind it.
All right. Now, you've been even in a movie. I saw Monster Dog. I saw
Monster
just a little
Dog
bit of it.
And Prince of Darkness I was in.
Were you in Prince of Darkness?
Yeah, John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness.
Huh, I've got to rent that one now.
I'm the very sick-looking one.
Are you?
Yeah.
Any more ideas with movies or TV or anything? I mean, you see some of the guys like Ted Nugent going to TV, and maybe if more of you guys go to TV, it'll stop guys like Don Johnson from singing.
It's a trade-off, huh?
Yeah.
No, actually, I think that what it's going to be is like, I'll probably do horror films, because people want me to do that kind of thing. I'm a born villain. And I think that my
You don't
face...
seem like one.
No, but my Alice. We're talking
Yeah.
about Alice now. Alice
Yes.
is a villain.
Now, is Alice definitely separate, or have you guys
Oh,
become
no, totally
one?
separate.
Totally separate from you.
He's so opposite of me.
Is he?
Alice is like arrogant and egotistical and demanding and pompous and he's everything that I'm not.
Yeah, you don't.
And that's
know
why
you
I
don't
like
seem
him.
that way.
I mean, he's like he's my anti-self.
Gives you a chance to misbehave. And
Absolutely.
act however you wish.
And when I get up for 2 hours, I can be this character that I would never dare to be off stage.
Now, when you come off stage, you automatically become Vince.
I totally become back to me. I mean, I'm Alice Cooper in both states, but I mean, that's really Alice up there.
All right. Now, you got the name from I've read the story different ways each time. Explain
Actually,
to
my
us.
real name is Alice Cooper Mellencamp.
Oh, is it?
Yes. And that's really the real true story.
That's how it came about.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we thank you very much for coming by. The new album is fantastic. Trash.
Thank you.
Anything now? You have a lot, like I said, we talked about before, a lot of guests on the album.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be, you've got a new label working behind you.
Epic Records.
And,
This has been great.
I saw the copy of the video that you won't see on MTV.
Oh, you did see that one.
Amazing.
Where did you see it? Did you see that?
Our friend Lenny, has
Oh,
ways
he
of
showed
showing
you
things.
the C version.
Yes,
Yes.
the good version,
Yeah.
and it's the one I've seen the version on MTV, and that's pretty good.
Yeah, there are 3 versions of the video.
That must be a great output for you now, having video on top of what you already, on top of what. you
Well,
already
since
do.
we are so visual, yeah, I mean, it's the kind of thing though. The difference is the fact that I really believe that once you get on stage, then we're like a living video on stage.
Right.
A lot of bands, like get up there and they can be in the studio and do it in a video studio because you have all the cameras and all the special effects. Then when they get on stage, they don't look anything like that. I mean, you take all the trappings away and they're just a band. I believe in taking that video atmosphere and taking it right to stage and keeping it there. So, I mean, when you see us on video, you're actually seeing the way our stage show is also.
Yeah. Now, the new album has a lot of songs on it.
Yeah.
How many, like, it was 12 or 14
No,
songs?
there's only 10 songs, but when I wrote it with Desmond, we wrote 22 songs. So
Okay.
there's another album in there somewhere. I think I want to call it More Trash. Or Trashy or Trash.
Just more trash, Trash Plus. or
Yeah,
something.
Trash Plus.
Yeah. How'd the name Trash? I mean,
Well, I figured, it's my 20th album, and I've got all these great stars on there.
It's by
and
far,
it's
though,
the
the
classiest album and
Exactly,
everything.
yeah.
And then I said, well, what are we going to call it? Alice Cooper's glorious 20th album? I said, no, let's call it Trash. And they said, yeah, Trash.
Well, when I received it, it came in a pink trash can.
Yeah.
And I opened it up, and there's Alice Cooper Trash. I'm like, oh, this is...
Yeah, no, it really worked. I love the Hollywood gimmick myself. We were delivering the albums in trash trucks in L.A. and everything. I mean, real big trash trucks, and the thing would dump down, and the albums would come flying out. And it was, I mean, I really like the Hollywood stunt myself. We just can't do it everywhere. I'd love to do it here.
Well, if you did it here, the owner would.
We can't even get our bus in here.
Yeah, could you imagine doing that in this little driveway here? We'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
We'd be in a lot of trouble. All right, well, thanks again for coming by.
Thanks. Good to talk to you again.
Nice talking to you, too.
All right, great.